Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hajime no Ippo chapters 1329 and 1330. So, last time I covered this manga, we finished up the game, and it got bad, man. There was a huge ass whooping coming. The huge ass whooping came. But we did get some intel out of it. Ippo got some good intel out of it, and now we're meeting up with my boy over at the temple. So this is going to be very interesting to see what's in store for us today. So without further ado, let's get to it. The famously unrepentant champion asks a favor of the gods? Alright. And this chapter is titled A Request of the Gods. Alright, Morikawa, let's see what you got. So, the shrine, it really pays out? Well, whether you believe in it or not, I guess it's really up to you. That was vague. Give it to me straight! Fucking Takamura. Violence in front of the gods is just asking for punishment. Quit yelling. Does it work or does it not? Or, wait. Does it or does it not? Just answer me. Yeah, get to the point, Ippo. God. If I say it does and then something good doesn't happen, you are going to spread bad rumors and ruin its reputation, aren't you? I've been coming here and praying since I was little, so, that's not okay with me. Since you were little, huh? Let's say you have 100 prayers. How many came true? This isn't something you define by probabilities. If and when it does come true, you show your appreciation. So it's a crapshoot. Hold on. Let's put aside the matter of whether God exists or not. Yeah, the same platinum end. You also pray in order to help lessen any feelings of unease. So if you don't believe, there's no point. Ooh. I'm going to read this again. This is very platinum end-esque right here. What Morikawa just had Ippo say. Let's put aside the matter of whether God exists or not. You also pray in order to help lessen any feelings of unease. So if you don't believe, there's no point. Exactly. Exactly. That's why people pray. That's why people believe in God. Or some people like to say they believe in God. In a higher, believe not in just God, or not God per se, but like in a higher being. Because it helps lessen any feelings that they have of unease and worry and panic, that they believe that there's a higher being that's looking out for them, and that and they have faith that in like the darkest of times that God will help them pull through, that there's a higher being that's going to help them pull through. I like that. This is good. If you have doubts, you're just wasting your offering, so I think you're better off just leaving. Help lessen feelings of unease, Huh? Ooh, he gave an offering? The hell are you looking at? Oh, I'm just a little surprised. I never thought that you'd come ask the gods for something. I heard this was the shrine that let Takamura win. If it can pull off a miracle like that, I figured it was worth giving it a shot. I knew it. You're anxious, aren't you? Anxious? Even though it's right before the match, your face looks okay, so your weight control must be going well, which means that the thing that's bothering you is your opponent, isn't it? Keith, huh? He's definitely strong. I'm excited for the match. Everyone's been blabbing about his good luck, but that's just because up till now, nobody's been able to pull out his full potential. Sound familiar, doesn't it? He hasn't shown everything yet. No, I should say he can't show it all yet. Again? Sounds like what we saw in Mexico. That guy's almost too much of a genius. Could it be? Takamura, did you notice too? It looked to me that Keith-san was originally a southpaw. Or maybe he's ambidextrous. At any rate, he's hiding something. The old man thought so too. See, they get it. Of course, but that doesn't mean there's no there are no countermeasures we can take. Just like always, we'll just slug it out and figure out who's the strongest. So I just ring this thing. If you're not worried about the match, then what are you praying for? I do what I do, but there's still some things I can't control on my own. Things my strength isn't enough for. So if asking the gods can help with that a bit, I figure I might as well for some peace of mind. Love this writing. And also, Morikawa, this art is great. I really, God, I gotta say, something that's been going on over the past, I would say, couple years or so, and Morikawa's just been really stepping up, especially in 2020. We really noticed this with the metaphorical writing in the art. Oh my God, it's been incredible. What's he talking about? That sounded heavy. How do I do this? Bow twice, clap twice, then bow once more. First I ring it. To make sure your prayers make it through, it's best to put more of your heart and body into it. Oh yeah? Okay. My heart and body. Hey, God! Oh. I broke the fucking thing! I love you, Takamura! What do you do? You're definitely going to incur. You're the one who said to put my body into it. There's such a thing as moderation. Not in my dictionary. First thing tomorrow morning, I'll explain what happened and pay for the repairs. Yes, please do. First-rate athletes and leaders are still human and behave as such, which we saw again in Mexico. Depending on their habits and how they apply their center of gravity, you could see through and determine their dominant arm and leg. Since you're a trainer, study harder. Shit, looks like I got all serious again. Yes, one more try. Don't you ever think you want to give it one more try? This is what I've been waiting for. Oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for. Try what? For you, you've got boxing and your own natural talent. Is there anything more valuable than that? My mother. No hesitation, huh? I see now. That's it. Looks like just as I thought, I gotta do it on my own. What on earth was Takamura-san praying for? He was praying. It wasn't for the match. He was praying that Ippo would come back. What did he want to say? Just like always, he's a man full of mystery. How do you not get what he was trying to say? He was saying that he wanted you to come back and help the old man achieve his dream. I got it right away, too. Oh, this is great. Both fighters clear the way, and they're both in their absolute best condition. All that's left is to wait for the opening gong tomorrow. The goddess of good fortune is my second. Think of this like fighting an angel, please. Well, I'm divine punishment by itself, so your opponent is the devil. Oh my God. But this right here, this conversation between Ippo and Takamura was what I've been waiting for. I called this shit. I said it a long-ass time ago. If you've been following me long enough for Hajime no Ippo, you know I said this from the get-go. I said this a long-ass time ago that this conversation was going to happen, or something along the lines of this conversation was going to happen. I fucking called this. And I love the way Morikawa executed this. This was beautiful. And the fact that it was on Ippo's turf was so fucking amazing. Anyway, let's get to chapter 1330, see what's in store for us now. Immediately after cleaning the way and unleash your appetite. And this chapter is titled The Night Before the Decisive Battle. What a feast! What a feast! Sorry you two had to half carry all this, since he needs to bring all 3 belts to the press conference. It's a big help. No, it's a great experience for us. But seriously, he was like a starving beast. Yeah, he was snapping at it all so hard, I thought he might eat us too. He's actually a lot calmer than before. Before, during his weight control, if you spoke to him at the wrong time, he really would bite you. He gets so worked up he couldn't control himself. So weight control is that bad? You get all worked up and then you devour a bunch of meat? It varies person to person. Some people lose all semblance of emotion or expression the worse it gets. Some people can eat right after they're done. Others are too tense to even think about eating. Komura-san and Manabu-kan always want liquids. Aoki-san is the kind of person to overdo it. And what about you, Master? Weight control was never really an issue for me. I just ate like I usually did. Akamura-san's weight control starts him to the point where he approaches feral. Since he's such a carnivore, he loves red meat. I can't even fathom his mental state right now, but at the very least, I can bet he's incredibly tense. Let's do the dome next. Come on, the Tokyo Dome. That's incredibly tense. All I see is relaxation to spare. I guess from where we stand, it's lucky he's not worked up this time. It's a good thing we joined the gym at the right time. Lucky, a good thing. It's true that there have been less troubles around lately. I suppose it really is a nice time. And as for Takamura-san himself, it's not carelessness. It's just that he can afford to be relaxed. Maybe it's because now that he's at super middleweight for the first time, he's at his best weight for once. Truly, what kind of performance will he give us tomorrow? The best of his career, because he gotta do it for the old man. I'm heading off now. After you drop those off at the gym, meet me at Aoki's place. Wait. You're still eating more? Duh, I'm gonna run and burn off what I just ate. Later. I've got no words. I guess you need that temperament to be a world champion. I don't want him negatively impacting tomorrow's match. Keep a good eye on him. Yes, sir. During the face... I'm telling you, there is this is going to be so fucking good what Morikawa got in store. During the face-off, what kind of impression did you get? His eyes look good, real good. They were just like an Ippo. I don't really understand the comparison, but I could see you recognize him as a strong opponent. It's just a hunch, but I'm guessing tomorrow night I'll no longer be so lonely. He was right. Let's see what the... hold on, let me go back to the Ippo metaphor here. Is he talking about, like a blossoming? The eyes are just like a flower, like blossoming like an Ippo? If it's him, I think he could do it. No, he has to do it. We'll read each other 10 or 20 moves ahead. God, this is really a great continuation of what we saw in Mexico. It really freaking is. I love what you're doing, Morikawa, with this. Takamura-san sure is late. Maybe he's resting at home instead? I mean, regardless if he comes or not, who knows what he'd do if the rest of us didn't show. That guy. But still, I can't believe he was running like that to tune up the day before a match. He really is nothing but earnest when it comes to boxing. Most definitely. I don't want him losing against some guy who plays around with Mahjong. Same. Do you really think he's that lax about it? If you ask me, there must be some sort of training where at the Mahjong parlor, which means that he's been practicing all the way up to the match, hasn't he? You're obviously not supposed to mix business and pleasure, but are we saying that boxers have to give up all their hobbies when a match gets close? Don't forget, he's a world champion, so in terms of his condition, he must know what he's doing. Plus, he could switch his stress on and off easily. A guy like that, I don't know, seems scary to me. Stop talking, please. We were so confident looking at Takamura-san until just now. Real tense all of a sudden. That's right, I got caught up in such a comfortable mood, but Takamura-san was acting like that before. He recognizes how strong his opponent is. What do you mean? There are still some things I can't control on my own. Things my strength isn't enough for, is what he said. What? That guy asked the gods for help? I can't believe it. He's really that serious an opponent. I can't control on my own. It won't be enough against that guy. What the hell? What did you pray for? Speaking of gods, did you give him that voodoo doll? Will Ippo's occultism reappear in response to Takamura's unease? Find out next week. And see, Aoki knows. He knows that something's up. He knows that Takamura went to pray for something else. And we know what Takamura prayed for. He prayed that Ippo would change his mind. That he would come back into the boxing world to help so it's not just Takamura that has to go fulfill the old man's dream. And this is and remember what I said, this is a great continuation of what we saw in Mexico. That what we saw in Mexico was a complete foreshadowing of what's happening right now. It really is, because what we're going to see in this match, and I think this is another reason why he went to pray, is he is praying that what he does in this fight against Keith is going to, similar to what we saw in back in Mexico, is going to inspire Ippo to come back to the ring. And notice that he didn't say Kumi's name. speaking of, he didn't say Kumi's name when he said that there was a person more important than boxing and whatnot, and that was his mama. Didn't say Kumi. I'm telling you, that bitch is gonna get dumped. Once she gets exposed for lying, she gonna get dumped. I'm telling you. I'm calling this now. All the signs are pointing to her ass getting exposed and dumped. I've been calling this for a long ass time, especially after, Ippo saw that girl from his class reunion. It's gonna happen. Kumi gonna get dumped, and I will be so happy. I'll be so happy once that bitch is dumped. Oh my god, I'll be so happy. I'm really curious what you guys think in regards to this. I think this match with Takamura and Keith is going to be such a huge turning point in this manga. It really is. Because something that I said, I've said many a times, is you could only tell Ippo so many times that he needs to get back in the ring. You could only do, and that's what, Takamura has said to all of them, is that you can only tell him so much that he needs to get back in the ring. He should get back in the ring. And I think and they do realize that that just telling him that Kumi lied isn't going to do much. You have to you have to prove it to him. You have to show it to him. And that's what's going to be happening up in here, is this match with Takamura and let's be real, when Ippo saw the Takamura match, and the last Takamura match and the Kimura match even, he was already starting to feel inspired. And even when he was watching Takamura spar, he was, spar/practice, he was starting to get inspired. Takamura is going to be the key to Ippo getting back into boxing. He is. And it's going to be very, just as, Takamura drew that line on the ground, he's going to be the one to help Ippo cross that line. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Morikawa executes this. So far, I really love it. I love what Morikawa is doing with the underlying themes, with the metaphors. I love the direction we're going in. I think this journey for Ippo so far has been very, very well done. It's very powerful. But motherfucker, I want to punch Ippo, I want to at least slap Ippo in the face. Because how can you not understand what fucking Takamura trying to tell you? Either Ippo's just that stupid, or Ippo just in shock still in shock that Takamura the one doing this. Or both. I'm really curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I could keep bringing you more Hajime no Ippo content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.